Folks, teach your children financial literacy when they're young. Open up a child savings account when they're young. If they're working, have them open up a Roth IRA, but do your research based upon you talking with your tax professional. This is how I manage my money for myself and for my family. So that's how the saver system works.
Wow, this is awesome, Michael. I'm learning a lot. Okay, I agree to that system and I agree to everything that you said. And I would love for you to give me an example. So, you know how you said with that credit card debt,
Yes.
today you do not get any credit card which is less than 20% or 22% interest, right? But let's say, and I've seen that happen with people around me, happen to me when I did not earn a lot of money, that when there's an emergency and you take a chunk of money from your credit card, or you swipe it for like $3,000 or $4,000, and that interest keeps building up, and you got other things to do, so you're worried about, okay, I'm going to handle this at this minute, and you make just the minimum payments or maybe little more than that, and that keeps growing. So the example I'm asking from you is, how can a person like that, who's having a 9 to 5 job, let's say earning $70,000, but has around 12 to 15,000 in credit card debt, which has like 22% interest, what are some of the ways that they can implement to come out of that debt? And how can they manage their finances better?
And this is perfect. Actually, I have something for your listeners. When they check the comments, they go to michaeldillard.org, and there's a free financial literacy course that I made available. It's worth $1,400. People have access to it free now, in addition to leadership guides, leadership how to lead with impact course, because I realized a lot of times people are just burnt out. They're tired. They don't know what to do, and they're looking for assistance. They're looking for help. And this weekend, I was just thinking, I said, you know what? I want to help people for the next 30 days. So for the next 30 days, when you're listening to this show, make sure you go to michaeldillard.org. There's an access code that will give you 100% off. So to answer the question, it's in the module. There's a module that talks about how to do this. And what I recommend that I've seen work for a lot of people is you do the debt snowball method. The debt snowball
Yeah,
method
I've
works
heard of
like
it.
this. You take your smallest bill, it's balanced. So you got $500 credit card, and then you got a $10,000 car, and then you got, say, $20,000 student loan. Well, you start taking your extra money and apply it towards the smallest bill first.
Yeah.
Now, people say, why not knock out that 22% interest rate on the credit card with the $5,000 balance? Well, you want to start off with the $500 bill first, is because momentum. Psychologically, when you see that you've been able to pay off two of your smallest debts first before you knock out the $10,000 to $5,000 big chunks,
Yeah.
you'll have momentum. You have energy, because you know what they say: objects in motion stay in
Mhm.
motion, and that's what
Yeah.
we want you to do. So you're gonna make sure you take the smallest debt, pay that off first, apply what you were paying towards the small debt and the extra, and apply it to the next debt. And eventually, like a snowball, you can go from extra $200 paying off your bills to an extra $500 paying off your bills. And then in no time, you would have knocked out those high interest credit cards and bills.
Awesome. Great advice. And I've read about it and I actually applied it. So